I just set up my new camcorder, and now that I could see my face, I actually know where my camcorder is actually pointed, because earlier I had to set up my phone on the tripod, and from the tripod I had to like assume where I'd be filmed and where everything is, but now I'm able to look to the side and actually know where everything around me is. So that makes my life easier, and I already started setting up this board. It's my first grow board that I'm ever going to skate, and with Grizzly grip tape, and all I have to do now is just sand it off, cut it, and set everything up. So yeah, I'm going to get that done, and the quality on this camera is so much better than my phone, but you know, it's a camera, it pretty much should. See, now I'm able to see and actually see the board and what's around me. So there we go. Now I'm just gonna get a razor blade and trim it around. So now that winter's coming up more, it's actually going to be a lot harder for me to come out with skate edits. So actually might go back to doing more of those skate lessons and like try to teach more people about skateboarding, like more of the physics part behind like skateboarding and like the thought process behind it. Shout out to Uline for giving me this razor blade. Even though they didn't really give it to me, I just had it. There we go. So you got So we got the grip done, and now we're just gonna sand it down. So there we go, you got the grip, and the reason why I chose Tory Pudwell is because I had that Grizzly grip tape mystery box, which I do have a video on that, and what's it called? I chose Tory Pudwell because it's brown grip tape, and down the bottom of the girl board it is brown, so brown. And this is actually Corey Kennedy's Pro model. I know that they are having huge sales on his Pro brands because of what's it called, all the stuff that's gone through with him, and like his car accident, all that. And yeah, so they're having huge sales, so I got this board for like $35, and it usually would cost like $60. So a board's a board, you can't really complain even if it's whatever. So I'm gonna put on the trucks, and my trucks are right here. So I have Thunder Trucks hollows that I always had, always skated. It's probably been a year since I last changed them. And I have primitive wheels for my last setup, and different types of bearings, pretty much. And Element hardware. I just got new hardware in their Element, so. And it was funny recently, for buying and selling for my other Instagram, what's it called? They found this kid at a skate park, right? And he was like, hey, I got a board for sale for like, what's it called? Whatever you give me, I'll sell it to you. So I was like, I only had $12, right? So I told him I'll buy that board for $12. And it turns out that board was so much valuable than $12. And that's what I want to do with buying and selling. Because so many skaters out here are selling stuff that they don't want, or they bought it by accident and they can't sell it. So by creating a social media or an account on social media where people could just sell you their stuff for cheap because they don't want it, they just want their money back, and then you just resell it, is a genius part. And it was funny, in that board I had a drop-off board which I sold for $5 because some kid at the park on that same day snapped this board by accident, and what happened was he needed a board ASAP. So I told him, you could have this board for $5. So I sold him the board for $5 and I bought it for $12. So I already made my 5 out of 12. So I have to $7 left. So I think, what happened? Oh, and then on that board there were Thunder Trucks and Sparks Rick the Wheels. And it was the funny part that why this board had more value, because it had Bronson raw bearings. And it was ridiculous because he gave me Bronson raw bearings, and those cost like $40 for a pack. No, $30 for one pack. And it's crazy because I got it for $12, and I could just resell them for $20 and get my money back. And they're completely new. The wheels are a little bit crusty, but the trucks are also brand new, which I have right here. Brand new, almost brand new. Like, they are used, but they're so close to mint condition. It's not even like funny. It's like you could resell them for probably like 18 or something. And he said that he had been coming there for a week trying to sell it, and he just meets me, he sells it to me, and that I'm just gotta make $7. And I think I did sell something else from that board. I forgot what, because I sold the board, and I forgot what else I sold. I think I did sell those bearings for, I think, 20 off Instagram. So yeah, what's it called? So I made $25 off with just that one board, and I invested $12. So I'm in $13 profit, and it's all thanks to that one kid. And now I'm trying to do something just similar like that, because in New York City there was this Facebook page called Buying and Selling Skateboarding Parts, and pretty much people posted up posts of boards or drop-offs or whatever, and they would just meet up, sell, and then what's it called, and just make money off that for stuff that they didn't want or someone else needed. So I'm trying to do the same thing, but I'm more of a middleman, because I'm gonna be the one like organizing it, like doing the meetups, the personal meetups, and like giving it out. And maybe I'd do out of state with shipping, but that would also be kind of bad because you also have to pay for shipping. So if we do go out of state, then it would be harder to make the parts cheap. It's pretty much a real complicated process, but it is possible to work. And I just started this page, and as I said, I'm gonna leave it in the description below. And I'm actually selling this tool on my page, so if you want, you could just DM me. And yeah, and from there I'll just talk to you and see how we could arrange stuff. And yeah, and then with this board, it's harder to sell boards online, like decks in general, because there's so many skate shops that you just go there, pick your deck size and all that. But yeah, it's gonna be real complicated with a system like that. So pretty much, I'm setting up this board. I'm just gonna fast forward because I already got all my points out right here. So I'm probably gonna fast forward unless I have something else to talk about. But oh, I do. So I've been going to trade school, right? So I've been working on electrical installations, which, you know, is pretty much electrical, solar electrical, and, you know, it's not college, but it is after you graduate high school, you could go there, and it's up to 21, right? So they offer you internships, jobs, pay you, all of that. And recently, so this is my second year being there. So I'm 19. This is my second year being there, and things are good. I already finished my electrical. Now I'm going for carpentry, and it's been hard to be skating because I'm also in Skills USA. So Skills USA is pretty much a competition for a certain trade that you're in. So for me, it's going to be electrical because I'm really good at electrical, and because of that, it's been so much harder to skate. I've been staying after school now a lot, and by the time, because it's winter right now, so by the time I get out, it's already dark, and it just, no time to skate. The only time I ever have to skate is probably on Fridays, because that's the one day I don't have to stay after school. And if I do skate, there's like nobody filming, or I can't really meet up with anyone because everybody else is somewhere else. So that's difficult. And then I also have Construction Skills, which is a program that will help me get into a union and what's it called, start a career. And it's going to be 14 weeks of training and all that. And the problem with that is it's going to be full time, so I still won't be able to skate as much. And it just, my life has been so busy, and it's just like I've been working at my school, then going to my classes, and then pretty much everything that I'm doing now, it's like all over the place. I can't even describe in words how my life right now is all over the place. But that's like how they say you go into adulthood, you start getting more and more responsibilities. So I get that, but I still want to skate, and I still do skate. It's not like I quit, it's just I don't have time as I used to before. And that's why I'm setting up a new board, because I was skating today, the exact day today. I was trying to do a tray flip over a Euro in a park, and ended up snapping my board, and it just, it's not like I haven't stopped skating, it's just you haven't been getting any edits from me. So yeah, I've been using a lot of old clips and whatnot. So yeah, my life is challenging, kinda busy, all over the place. What can you do? And then after I get a job, I would say right now my life is complicated because of Skills USA, because I have to stay after school, so I don't have time. If I didn't, then I would be able to go outside every day from 3 to whatever time I feel like it skating. But because I want to represent my school and be a good asset, I might as well do it. And I also want to have a career, because people who go to Skills USA are able to get better careers, because there are companies that are willing to hire if you do real good in the competitions. So that's that. And I just got to get a screwdriver out of my thing because still need it. So that's what's happening. And I would say get a job that you really want than a job that you don't, because when you get older and you have a job you don't want, then you're gonna get real depressed real fast. Like for me, honestly, I like the hard work. I'm not the type of person that would sit at an office all day going through paperwork on a computer or something and filling out forms. I'm not that type of person. I need to be outside. I need to be actually doing something. And if you are the type of person that likes doing paperwork, I would say go to college and just go with that. If you like going like on job sites, going to different places and doing a special trade, so it could be plumbing, electrical, or heating, whatever, then go to trade school and get yourself a job in a special trade, and you make good money. I won't lie, you get real good money once you get good experience, because then people are going to start calling over and over and how good you are and all that. So if you want to do paperwork, then yeah, go to college, become a lawyer or a teacher. Being a teacher is really good. I won't lie, I would love to be a teacher, but I don't feel like going to college and wasting my time and money on that, because I'd be a good physics teacher. No lie, I would teach physics like with like craziness. I'd be like atoms all over, atoms, or actually I'll be like, every time you move atoms around you, because there are always hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, all different types of atoms around you, and as you move you create vibrations and you're pushing those atoms away. Even as I'm speaking right now, I'm pushing atoms away to make sound so you guys could hear me. And it's crazy how small something is and you can't even see it, but it's there. But besides that, if you do want to be something like, as I said, paperwork related, then yeah, go to trade school, because go to college, because people in college, they're the ones who are gonna have their shut up phone. They're the ones with the clean hands, but they don't know how to do what's called the hands-on work. So they become usually supervisors or people that direct other people. And so that's pretty much what it is. It's pretty much, for me, because trade school helps you get a job in the real world, and that's what they're helping me. They're helping me get a career going into the real world with work experience. Because it's pretty much saying, what would you rather have when you're a boss? Someone who has 5 years of work experience or 5 years of college? The person from college could tell you everything about a hammer. He could tell you, oh, it was made in 1980s or whatever. But someone in trade school doesn't know that information, but what they do know is how to use it and how to like nail and how to do all of that. So that's the two ways, and people from college and people from trade schools are both needed, because without one, the other can't exist. And college more brings newer technology into it to teach people how to use it. So you could use like a special crane, but someone from college knows how to use it, someone from college may know how it works, but only someone in a special trade will know how to use it. So like the two words might be different, and it completely changes like the whole scenario. So that's pretty much my rant. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree. I don't even have that many subscribers right now, so So I'm just gonna tell you about my setup. Girl board, size 8, Grizzly grip tape, Tory Putty Pro model, Hololight Thunder trucks, primitive wheels. These were the plain old primitives, and random bearings, Element hardware. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Peace out.